From team prodigies to retirement, we are looking back at the best player from every season of the NRL Under-20s competition, better known as the NYC, the National Youth Competition, Toyota Cup, or the Holden Cup. Instituted in 2008, all 16 clubs at the time had an under-20s team where they would often play as curtain raisers for NRL matches during the season. However, the competition would have its final season in 2017 with a strong focus on the state under-20s competitions with the Jersey Flegg in New South Wales and the Hastings Deering Colts in Queensland, which means there have been 10 under-20s Player of the Year awards, with the first being in 2008 and the most recent being in 2017. We are going to look back at how these players' careers panned out and where they are now, after their extremely successful introduction to Senior Rugby League, as this is Greatest Game of All, and we answer the question, what happened to every under-20s Player of the Year? 2008, Ben Hunt. From the lowest of lows to the highest of highs.
Ben Hunt hit it well! He's celebrating! It hits the post!
Ben Hunt's career has been a rollercoaster journey, but it all started back when he won the very first Under-20s Player of the Year award in 2008 at just 18 years of age, kicking 49 goals and scoring 17 tries, which was the most for the Broncos that season. He led the Broncos to the grand final where they lost to the Raiders 28-24. He would play a second season in the under-20s competition where he also made his NRL debut for the Broncos in round 15 of the 2009 season against the Sharks. A further 186 games later, he was a consistent member for the Broncos squad, having a breakout season in 2015 where he led the club to the grand final. He signed a massive $1 million deal with the Dragons for the 2018 season, playing 147 games, and then rejoined the Broncos for the 2025 season, helping them win their first grand final since 2006. He represented Queensland 20 times, including scoring the game-sealing try in the deciding Game 3 of the 2022 Origin Series.
Go! Ben Hunt! He goes for the corner! Go!
Played 15 games for Australia, which included 2 World Cups. Hunt is still playing for the Broncos and is contracted until the end of the 2026 season. 2009, Beau Henry. Although he only played a total of 14 games, which is the least NRL games out of anyone on this list, Beau Henry's potential skyrocketed after his incredible 2-season stint in the under-20s competition, playing a total of 51 games across 3 seasons for the Dragons. He helped the Red and Whites to a second place finish, scoring a whopping 250 points, which included 2 hat-tricks through the season.
Around the ground, and they're all huddled in that area.
So Beau Henry with the conversion attempt from the sideline.
A 36-12 preliminary final loss to the Tigers ended his brilliant 2009 season, and after another season in 2010, he signed a 3-year deal with the Knights, starting in 2011 and finally made his debut in 2011, scoring a try on debut.
It'll kick in, it's a try for Henry.
He would leave the Knights mid-season to sign with the Gold Coast Titans, where he played 8 games across 4 seasons, playing his final NRL game in 2014. He signed to play for the Wentworthville Magpies in the Ron Massey Cup, winning the Player of the Year award in 2018, and helped his team win back-to-back grand finals in 2018 and 2019. He returned back to his junior club, the Warilla Gorillas, and helped them win the grand final in 2022, which was the first grand final win in the club's history since 2011, where UFC star Alex Volkanovski played in that game and won the grand final Man of the Match award. In 2020, he was infamously sent off for wiping his own blood on an opposing player's arm. Here's the footage.
Great footwork back through the middle and a cutout pass to John Olive, and he scores in the corner.
Yeah, nice play, Wenny. You can just tell that they were getting. Wenny were getting tired. They're glued. Just too much ball on the line.
Whether he's been sent off or whether it's 10 in the bin, but he's coming from the field.
2010, Tariq Sims.
Loving it. Pierce.
Short ball to Anesta! He was stopped and dropped!
Becoming one of the biggest hitters in the game, Tariq Sims played a whopping 52 games for the Broncos in the under-20s competition, making his debut in 2008. He led the Broncos to a preliminary final in 2009, but it was 2010 where he made his mark on the competition, scoring 4 tries as a front rower, which was the most by any Bronco that season. In order to get straight into first grade, Sims signed with the Cowboys in 2011, making his NRL debut in round 2 against the Knights. He would later play for the Knights, the Dragons and the Storm, playing a total of 236 games. He made his State of Origin debut in 2018 for New South Wales and would go on to play a total of 6 Origins, including playing every game in the Blues' 2021 series win. He also played 5 games for Fiji during the 2013 World Cup, which included scoring this try.
Underneath it, almost clean. Corey Bessie just couldn't keep hold, but they've got the ball back. Runs to ground, the offload, can he spin over?
Sims has recently finished his final season in Rugby League, playing his final season for the French-based Catalans Dragons in the Super League. 2011, Jack de Belin. Playing 2 seasons in the under-20s competition, Jack de Belin's second season in the competition was where he earned the Player of the Year award, scoring the equal most tries for the Dragons that season with 9 tries, which earned him a call-up for the first grade squad, making his NRL debut in a round 16 match against the Sea Eagles, and would go on to play a total of 252 games for his one and only club, the Dragons.
Belin gets over.
His high work rate in the middle earned him a State of Origin call-up, playing all 3 games of New South Wales' 2018 series win. But at the end of that season, his career took a speed bump after being charged with 5 counts of aggravated sexual assault. However, after a lengthy time period, all charges against de Belin were dropped in May of 2021, and he immediately signed a 4-year deal with the Dragons. He has now signed a 2-year deal with the Eels, commencing in 2026. 2012, David Klemmer. 6'6" giant forward David Klemmer burst onto the scene through the Bulldogs development system, signing with the club at only 15 years of age. He played 5 games for the Bulldogs under-20s in the back end of the season, helping them reach the preliminary final. After his stellar 2012 season, he made his NRL debut in round 1 of the 2013 season against the Cowboys, but he only lasted 4 games due to a knee injury. He would play 113 games for the Dogs before he signed with the Knights for the 2019 season. He then played for the Tigers and the Dragons, playing a total of 260 first grade games.
They're going to crash over the line.
He actually made his debut for the Kangaroos before he played State of Origin for New South Wales, debuting during the 2014 Four Nations competition, where he scored a try in only his second match.
One coming. Smith across. David Klemmer gets a try.
He was also part of the 2017 World Cup winning squad, playing a total of 19 games for his country. He made his Origin debut for New South Wales in 2015, playing 14 games. He has recently signed with St Helens in the Super League on a 2-year deal, commencing in 2026. 2013, Bryce Cartwright. Playing a total of 36 under-20s games across 3 seasons, Bryce Cartwright made his under-20s debut in 2012, but it was his roller coaster 2013 season that won the Player of the Year award, even though he missed 10 games. He scored 12 tries and was the Panthers' leading point scorer that season with 174 points.
Strikes it, makes no mistake.
Cartwright was a huge influence in his under-20s grand final victory over the Warriors, capping off a brilliant season. He made his NRL debut in round 12 of the 2014 season with his team's victory over the Eels, and would go on to play a total of 69 games for the Panthers before signing with the Gold Coast Titans for the 2018 season, and later signed with the Eels for the 2021 season, where he was released by Parramatta midway through the 2025 season. He now plays for St Mary's and helped them win the Ron Massey Cup in 2025.
To Green. And here goes Bryce Cartwright. Scorches over for the Green Machine.
2014, Kane Elgey. Playing 59 games across 3 seasons, which is the most under-20s game out of anyone on this list, Titans half Kane Elgey's experience gave him the confidence he needed to have an outstanding 2014 season, becoming the Titans' top try scorer with 17 tries and their top point scorer with 128 points.
Here's the chase from Elgey. Harawira.
He made his NRL debut in 2015 in a round 4 clash against the Sharks and would go on to play 46 games for the Titans before signing with Manly for the 2019 season, playing 11 games. He retired prematurely at the end of the 2019 season, taking to Instagram captioning, "I just know deep down I don't love it like I used to, and when you lose that, it's very hard to keep doing at a high level." He was working with the Junior Titan system in 2021 and actually came out of retirement to play a season with his junior club, the Tugun Seahawks, and is now working as a termite inspector, enjoying life with his family. 2015, Ash Taylor. Playing 47 games in the under-20s competition, which included helping the Broncos to a grand final appearance in 2014, Ash Taylor took that experience into his 2015 season, scoring 203 points, which was the most by any Bronco that season. With a third place finish, the Broncos had a big chance to go deep into the finals, but Taylor made his NRL debut in round 26 of that season, but suffered a compound fracture in his right hand, meaning he would miss the rest of the season. The under-20s then lost in straight sets during the finals. Because current Broncos halves Anthony Milford and Ben Hunt were in the form of their careers, there was no room for Taylor in first grade, forcing him to move to the Gold Coast, where he signed a 2-year deal commencing in 2016. He actually won the Rookie of the Year that season, which included scoring a try and kicking a game-winning field goal against the Rabbitohs. A qualifying final loss to his former team, the Broncos, ended that season, and he would go on to play a total of 116 games, but form slumps and personal issues saw him spend time away from first grade, and an ongoing hip injury led to his retirement in 2022. Taylor has took up mentoring in the Big Buddy program as part of Darling Downs Health as an Indigenous Project Support Officer in 2022 and has just completed a season with the Oakey Bears in the Toowoomba Rugby League competition. 2016, Jayden Brailey. The injury-impacted career of Jayden Brailey all started in 2014 in the under-20s competition, playing a total of 58 games across 3 seasons for the Sharks. He was a huge factor in the Sharks' top 4 finish in 2016, which included scoring a try in their qualifying final loss to the Panthers.
Under and over.
He made his NRL debut the following year in 2017 in their opening round clash against the Broncos and actually scored a try in his second game against the Raiders. After playing 69 games for the Sharks, he signed a 3-year deal with the Knights, commencing in 2020. He unfortunately suffered from an ACL injury in their round 2 clash against the Tigers and later ruptured it in 2023. He has a fresh start lined up for him in 2026, signing with the 2025 minor premiers, the Raiders, for 2 years. 2017, Jake Clifford. The final season of the under-20s competition was in 2017, and after playing only 22 games, which is the least amount of games out of anyone on this list, Cowboys half Jake Clifford won the Player of the Year award in his first and only season in the under-20s competition, scoring 8 tries and 188 points. A 5th place finish and qualifying final exit to the 8th placed and eventual premiers Manly Seagulls ended their season, and Clifford would make his NRL debut the following season in round 19 of the 2018 season against the Dragons. After a few seasons with the Cowboys, he signed a 2-year deal to join the Knights starting in 2022, but was granted an early release and joined them midway through the 2021 season.
He's hit it well, he's kicked the goal.
He played a season with Hull FC in the Super League in 2023 and made his return to the Cowboys in 2024 and is currently signed with the club for the 2026 season, becoming the most recent Under-20s Player of the Year. So, what did you think of our list? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, chuck us a like on Facebook and this video, follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our channel for more Rugby League Countdowns.